Hey everybody, hope you've been doing well the past couple of weeks since I posted something. And if you didn't see the comment that I posted on the channel, I've been down with dealing with some health issues the past couple of weeks that really just had me completely down, so I haven't been doing anything, and I apologize for not posting anything. However, I am back, back to almost 100% health. However, I'm back to almost 100% health and back to doing my daily routine and everything. Yesterday was a weigh-in for me, and I was at 192, which is about a good pound, I think, down from the last weigh-in that I had. Not exactly where I was hoping to be. I was hoping to be closer to 190 by now, but I figure, with my health issues and everything the past couple weeks, that wasn't my focus, obviously. So I'll take a pound lost. It's another pound down, and I'm happy with that. This last weekend, I really kind of started to reevaluate my diet, and I was looking back over everything that I've been tracking and everything since the beginning of the year, and I realized that I don't think I'm being as I don't think my weight loss is as successful as it was, closer to when I first began the Weight Watchers program. Mostly because while I am staying within my daily points, the choices of foods that I'm eating are not as good as what I was making, say back in September and October when I first really started the program. And I was looking back at what I had tracked then, and specifically snacks. I ate a lot more fruits and vegetables for my snacks. Whereas now I still eat fruits and vegetables occasionally, but I'm eating a lot more, like granola bars, which is fine. Granola bars are perfectly fine for me, especially because I am staying within my points. But obviously between the two, there's times when it's healthier for me to have fruits and vegetables, or whatever else the snack, the snack may be. It's just not quite as healthy, let's say, as fruit or vegetable or something like that would be. And so that's something that I really, starting this week, want to try to get back into focus on and get back to those basics of, yes, I might be staying within my points, but is what I'm, what I'm getting ready to choose to eat really the best option for me? And so I'm trying to focus on that and just kind of get back to that. Also, I've decided that I want to try to get back into running. Well, jogging. When I was in the military, I ran every day. Of course, at the time, I complained about it and didn't want to do it. Now, I've been out for 5 years, and with the exception of an occasional blue moon urge, I haven't run or jogged or anything, in those 5 years. So, however, I haven't ran in 5 years, and I also do have degenerative arthritis in my knees, which makes it more difficult. So I have a little bit more of a limitation now than I did back then. But there's a website, coolrunning.com, and it's all about running, but they have a program called Couch to 5K. And what it is it's a training program designed specifically for people who either have never run or, haven't run in a really long time and are trying to get back into it. And it trains you for, however many amounts of weeks or months to get to where you can run a 5K, which is basically 3 miles. So I started the first week. The way it works basically is the first week you stretch, and then you do like a brisk walk for 5 minutes to warm up, and then what you do is you run for 60 seconds or jog for 60 seconds, and then walk for 90. Run for 60, walk for 90, and you do that for 20 minutes, and then you cool down or whatever, and then stretch as you cool down. And you do that at least three times a week for 1 week. And then the second week you move on to, I think it's like you run for 90 seconds and walk for 60 or something like that. There's a whole program that you follow, and obviously it's just guidelines. So if after the first week, you don't feel like you can move on to the second one, then you just continue that for another week or until you feel like you're ready to. But I started that on Saturday. I did my first jog walk combination on Saturday, and I afterward and on Sunday I felt my muscles were sore, like I had done something, but they didn't hurt. And my knees, surprisingly, they felt a little, the way I describe it is shaky. Saturday right after I ran, pardon me, but they didn't hurt, and they felt fine, or like they normally do, on Sunday. So it really kind of showed me that the whole key, obviously, common sense, is to build up to it and, condition your body to get used to that. You can't just go out and run 3 miles if you haven't done it in 5 years, or if you have arthritis, your body just can't take that. So today was day 2, and I just got back a little bit ago, and I feel great. I did the exact same thing. Did a stretched, and then did a 5-minute brisk walk, warm up to get my heart rate going, and then ran for 60 seconds and walked for 90, and ran for 60 and walked for 90, and did that for 20 minutes, and then did, I live on a street that goes in a circle, and it's just under, I think, half a mile, or it's 0.6 miles, I think, one lap around. And it takes me a couple of laps to do the 20-minute, jog walk. And then I do half of one, because there's a street that goes in between it to kind of make like almost an 8. I did that last half circle as a cool down, just walk normal pace, so it kind of let my body cool down, and then stretched when I was done. And I feel great. I always feel really good afterward. It's hard during, I won't lie, especially because, I am not in shape and I haven't done it in so long. But I just keep telling myself, it's going to get me in shape, and it's going to help me lose weight, and I just kind of try to envision that end goal, that I have in my mind, that end goal weight, and that, the way I envision my body looking, once I get where I want to be. So I push through it, and so tomorrow is my day off again, and then Wednesday I'll do it again. And I think what I'm going to do, because I started on a weird day, I started on a Saturday, and for me it just helps to kind of have programs start on a Monday. So I think what I'll do is I'll run on Wednesday, and then again on Friday, and maybe do Saturday and Sunday off, and then Monday, hopefully I'll be ready to either start into the second week's, schedule, or continue doing the first week schedule again if I'm not quite there yet. But then that way I'll be on a little bit more of a weekly schedule, as opposed to kind of starting on a random day. So that's kind of my plan. And I'll, keep you guys updated on how that goes, and hopefully I can stick to that. Fingers crossed. But anyway, so that's where I stand as of now. And hopefully, my husband and I don't know if I mentioned this. If I did, sorry. My husband and I are having a vow renewal ceremony this summer. I think I did mention it in my last video. Anyway, my goal is, I have a goal set to be a certain weight by that date. So I'm really trying to use that as my, my visual end point goal to keep me motivated. And whenever I kind of feel myself sliding off track, I try to just be like, keep that goal in sight, keep that motivation in my mind to keep me going. And I've been like trying at least every other day to go back a few days and examine, my food that I tracked and what I did eat, just to really, really try to keep me on track. Because sometimes it's easy, you just mindlessly track what you're eating and you don't really think about what you're tracking. So that's what I've been trying to do. So working on getting into running again, or jogging of some sort, really focusing on making those smarter food choices on the Points Plus program and not just focusing on staying within the number, you know, the daily points number, but focusing on what I'm eating to stay within that number and staying motivated, which always, you know, is something that will always be a struggle and always be something that I have to do to keep going, because without that motivation, you just get lost. So hope you guys are all staying motivated and, you know, doing well in your programs, whether it be Weight Watchers or a different diet or just watching what you're eating or exercising or whatever it may be. And I'm thinking, I know I mentioned a while back the idea of maybe doing like a recipe cooking show type video, just to help get some more recipe ideas out there for you guys. And I had quite a few people that said, you know, sounded like they were interested in that idea. So might try that this next week. My husband will be out of town. He doesn't know yet. It's a surprise. He's going to be leaving town on Friday. So I will have the kids by myself for a week, just over a week. So time may not allow, because since they're so young, obviously they're noisy in the background and I don't want to subject you guys to that. But if I can manage to find the time, either at night when they've already gone down or during the day when they're napping or something like that, I think I'm going to go ahead and try, and we'll try to make something. And I'll just do a video for it, and it'll might not be necessarily Weight Watchers recipes, but they will at least be healthy. And I will try anything that I do make. I always try to plug it into the Weight Watchers website to find out the points value per serving for it, so that for those of you who are doing Weight Watchers, I can give you that points value so that you know how much it would be in case it's something you want to make. So thank you again for watching, and hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.